Hello everybody and welcome back to Farming Simulator 22. So to begin with today, we're in August and we're going to be just checking up on everybody to make sure everything is going very well. Let's just see here. Got a bit more wool to add to the collection. Yes, so basically I want to harvest the sorghum today, but I'm not too sure if it's ready. So I really hope it is. The sorghum is in field number 12 next to the olive grove. Fantastic it is. So we're going to do that in just a second, but first of all, yeah, let me just get these egg boxes shifted. The egg boxes of this farm are going straight onto the trailer. We have some back here. These need to be picked up. Whoops. Whoa. Don't you just hate it when you just suddenly start walking like a crab? So we've got, I think we had about 5 back here. They were hiding. So if the price is right, I will sell these today, but I do need to check the price fluctuation chart. But really, we've got to the stage on this series where I just sell whenever, because we're producing eggs in a huge quantity. So let's just take a look here. Eggs are currently okay. Pretty good in June. November's very good. So we are here. It is going to go up a bit. In fact, yes, we might as well wait for November. That is unless we become desperate. As I said, we are selling pretty much whenever, but if we are close to when the price is right, it would make sense to wait. Otherwise, we are literally throwing money down the drain. Well, not literally, actually. That was a bad choice of words. It's always funny when people say literally. You've got to mean what you're saying. I'm not getting a handful of money and putting it down the drain. Looking good. Okay, right. So what I'm going to do is I'm now going to take a look at the chickens because they are essential. We must make sure they're very productive. Yeah, that's good. So that's good timing. They do have enough grain to get through the next few hours, and we're going to deliver the sorghum straight to them. So that brings me on to combine harvesters. Let's take a look here. So we don't actually own a combine harvester, and it's a very small field. So really this is what we need. But it doesn't want to be more expensive than buying the chicken food. That's the problem. I would just check Mod Hub actually, because there could be a really old combine for just, I don't know, 10 or 20,000 pounds. No, there is a Dominator by Giants, but it's the same price, exactly the same price, as this brand new Rostomash. So, yeah, we're going to have to go for this. It's a bit of an unusual harvest, actually, because usually we would have more crops to actually harvest. This year we've mostly done sugar beet. So I need to choose this one here. Yeah, so I do need to drill enough to make it worthwhile. I will make note of that, but luckily we do have some time to be able to buy another field, and the big fields which are currently sugar beet next year likely will not be sugar beet. In fact, they definitely won't be sugar beet, so they should be a combinable crop, so we can then go and harvest all of the fields, loads of acres, with a very big machine. I think it's going to be quite interesting to see if this combine has a big enough tank to support all of this field. The field is fully fertilised, I believe, so yeah, I don't know. Let's see how quickly it fills. Sorghum doesn't make the combine fill rapidly like wheat and barley, I don't think. Pretty sure it's sort of in between canola and wheat. But looking at it, probably going to be quite close. Once I've done sort of 50% of the field, we'll know, because if the combine is less than 50%, then I should be able to complete it. But if it's over, I'm going to have to go and get a tractor. Well, what I'll do is I'll get a tractor to drive over here, so we can crack on. But it's looking highly likely now that it could even be a tank and a half, or 2. Already 20% full. So hard to guess. I think if I just keep going up and down the same spot instead of going around the headland first of all, it'd be easier to judge. Try and calculate it. Those olives really do need to be fertilised again. It looks like I might be able to do that today. I fertilised them yesterday, but we have elapsed quite a bit of time. It's actually been a month. So hopefully it's going to allow me to put the second application on to make them super productive. And ideally they do need to be flailed and mulched as well. Okay, so I have told the lorry to not crash into it, but yes, to come over here. Yes, I think I got quite lucky there. I was going to bring the tractor and trailer, didn't think it would reach, but it did do. It actually does reach into this trailer, it's very close, but there is just enough clearance to get the auger over. So, let me just finish off, and then we can empty it. Looks like we're going to probably have about 10,000 litres of chicken feed, which although is good, it's not going to get us through the winter. So yeah, about those eggs. If we can sell them maybe tomorrow in September, the price will hopefully be a bit higher, and then we can hunt for a field of sorghum which needs to be harvested. It's cutting it a bit fine, but with a bit of luck the farmers won't have harvested yet. I think I am quite early with this harvest, so that's sort of in my favour, but we'll just have to see. There could even be some wheat, I suppose, but again, might be a bit late. This game does like to do the wheat harvesting in August, not September, so we'll have to just find out. Right, so is it all going to fit? Probably not. So in the end it's going to be over 2 combine tank loads. That is impressive. So there we go, load number 2, which is hopefully going to empty. I know we shouldn't be putting it all in the front, but oh please, please, it was doing something then. There, has to be in the right spot. Yeah, but compared to the overall capacity of the trailer, what we have here today is not very much. So yeah, it should be fine. I'm quite tempted to direct drill some canola in here. We might even be able to do that today. Yeah, because end of August, start putting it in. We'll have to see what the game wants us to do. If not, we can do it in September, that's absolutely fine. And also, the cow's milk. We might have enough now to deliver it to our dairy to get the butter and the cheese production going again, which I really like. I think the cheese and butter production is good. It's made some decent money. But anyway, there we go. Sorghum finished. Try and find that spot again. There we go. It's a good spot. So, unfortunately that's all we had the combine for. I could find a job to harvest somebody else's field, but to be honest I think I can probably spend the time better making money with other productions, so I'm just going to return it. But next year we'll be most likely renting the big Lexion or something similar. And this sorghum can go straight into the troughs for the chickens, straight into the chicken feeders. it would be good to get rid of a trailer from here. We've had trailers being stored here for a few months. Oh, it's a bit uneven, this ground. There we go. So yes, it was just over 10,000 litres. We've got 10,604. I won't take out the wall. So I think the maximum capacity of our chicken, the big chicken coops, is about 8,500-ish, 9,000. So if we only had one, yeah, that would fill it. But obviously we don't. We're running a big operation here. If there was a really big harvesting job where we can use the biggest combine in the game and do some wheat or something, that would be a good way of getting feed, because you don't have to sell all of it. You only have to sell a certain percentage. It is most of it, but you're still left with a decent amount. So that is another way of getting free chicken food. Plus we get paid for harvesting the field, which is always good. Oh, I think, yes, my load is not perfectly distributed, but it's alright. So let's see if I can get rid of everything that we currently have. I did feed them not too long ago, but at least a month has passed, maybe even 2. It just feels like yesterday. Okay, so that leaves 3,329 for the others, but at least that one is totally full. We've got all the sugar beet to do soon. Oh, it's going to be good. We're going to be refining sugar in that factory there. And this field here is ready for another cut. We're going to do another silage sausage. That'll keep us going over the winter time. Oh, look at the production of the honey. It's just so fast now. Oh, that's interesting as well. There's 2 pallets spawned, even though I haven't installed the mod yet. Interesting. I've gone too far because there's a trailer in the way. Let's see here. We'll get this tractor. I did actually have a request by a viewer saying, can you put the BKT tyres on the McCormick? Now, yes, I will definitely, because I love the BKT tyres. And you probably think I'm sponsored by them or something. I have absolutely nothing whatsoever to do with BKT. But I do think their tyres in this game look amazing. So I'm definitely up for that. We've got these. They're so chunky. Wide tyres. We've already paid for those, so we can put them on for free. Brilliant. Most of the time we do have the narrow tyres on this tractor, just because it is our fertilising tractor. But it's also the odd job tractor. And I'm sure at some point fairly soon we're going to be getting another tractor as well. But again, at the moment the productions are the priority, and possibly a new field. Okay. Yes, I keep forgetting, you've got to go to the left of that. Left of the silo. Brilliant. Okay, right, so we'll take a look at the summary here. At the same time we can check the cows for the milk. Oh wow, look at that, milk is almost full. So we'll definitely get that put into the tanker. Yes, the chickens, that's the full one, where we've just been. So that's great. And this is this one. It's about half full. And then, how are the sheep doing? Sheep are good for water. Brilliant. And the other chickens, they've almost run out. So, I think, yes, I do need to sort out a contract. But it has to be with a big combine, because I don't want to do it with a small combine. I've got to just move this honey pallet out of the way. I only moved one at the beginning of this episode. We've really increased production, but that's good because we are going to be getting the cereal factory at some point, and yes, a lot of the crops are going to be sown with that in mind for next year. Anyway, let's go around here. We'll get the tanker. I put as much water as possible into the greenhouses, but the problem is I've only just given them the water, so yeah, I think I need to find a way of disposing of the water. Let's just see how much they take. This is the issue of sharing a tanker between water and milk. It really didn't take too much at all. But it's still best to top them up. Right, okay, good. So is it possible to empty? It is. Brilliant. Good mod. Very good mod. So yes, let me go over to the cow farm. We'll fill this up with all the milk that we currently have. We'll take it over to the dairy and we'll start up the productions. And I don't think I ever want to have more sheep than what we have here on this series. We're going to be having loads more on Calmsden. I think that's just perfect because I've been stockpiling the wool and it'll probably take quite some time for the production to get through that. Okay, it's over here I think. There we go, so we're filling. I think it was showing almost 30,000, I think it was 29 something. Ah, but that's maximum. Well, I need to stick with that really, because I enabled the function because it is just better. Otherwise the lorry starts hopping about. So we're going to have to return for the remaining 5,000 or so litres. But this really is quite heavy. You can tell it's heavy. The acceleration is fairly poor. Right then, it's actually been a while since I've been here. Oh, I think the tank was... Oh, I've got confused. Where's the tank? I know that we pick up the products from the back. I've switched off my markers, which might have been a mistake. Okay, looks like it is round the side. So products spawn there. We must drop off here. There we go. Now I know for the future. So that's all going in there nicely. I will now head back. I'll get the rest of it. And yes, I might as well start up the production straight away. So this is butter and cheese. That's all started. And here we are, so just drop that off as well. Now I probably should check the carpentry, just to make sure there is enough space left for furniture to spawn. I'm sure there will be loads, but you just don't want it to be an issue. Yeah, that's fine. It can store some without spawning it anyway, so that's good. So put those there. And yeah, as for drilling canola, oh, wrong thing. Yes, we can. That's good. That's really good. So we're going to drill canola in that sorghum field. And the sugar beets, October for harvesting. So we have a bit of a wait still, but we're going to be so busy. So busy. So what I'll leave the tanker there. We will get the Massey Ferguson tractor. We have seed over here if we need it, in the shed directly in front. I'll go and get the drill, and we can go and do it. It really won't take too long. It'd be good just to get that field out of the way. And yeah, of course, yes, we have the... well, we need to try doing the spraying in the olive grove. So, yep, I'll give that a go. I've just done a lap. I think it's in the shed over there. But anyway, thank you to the person who said that I can fill manure from here instead of using the JCB. That'll definitely speed things up. Okay, yep, there it is. Well, that was fun. Plenty of seed. We don't need any more. We're currently set to sorghum. There we go. We have canola. Okay, it's so pleased that I upgraded to this drill. As for the other drill, I don't know if I still have it actually. If we do, I'll get rid of it at some point. Did I get rid of it? Cedars. Yeah, I think I did. Such a good working width. Yeah, so I don't know if we'll ever have to upgrade from this. It should be big enough for all of our fields. I just really hope that I can put another application of fertiliser on the olive grove, because if I can't, we are really losing a huge amount of yield. I also found that seeding this field is much easier than planting it. The planter tends to just lift up because it's fairly uneven ground, whereas this sort of flexes, it follows the ground. Plus, it's a direct drill. We don't have to cultivate first. I suppose the only thing which would be good to have as well is a drill which fertilises at the same time. That's the only thing this one lacks. Right, okay, so I will just finish off. And then I will grab the Landini tractor and we can test to see if it's going to allow me to do application number 2. Okay, here we go. Please work. I think it is doing. The ground texture looks darker where I've been. Let's take a look. Okay, so yes, I've just set the worker off to return the tractor. And yes, that is working. Looking very good. So I think we only did this maybe even in the previous episode. So I will get this done very, very quickly. But this is good news because it means that we are just going to get so much more yield, which is going to be turned into, this is going to be turned into oil, olive oil. So I think we can expect to have quite a few pallet loads of olive oil this time. It's going to be a fairly serious amount of money. But yeah, the extension was so worthwhile. It just looks like a full-scale olive grove now. the final run. Yeah, if we do get time in the next episode, I will flail and cultivate through here. But yeah, I think this is good. This is going to be enough. And I think as well we can hopefully harvest in September, can't we? I hope we can, because October is going to be super busy with the sugar beet. Although, if there isn't time, we will have to just do the sugar beet in November. I think that's possible. But that would mean that we can't do any kind of cereal crop in as a winter crop in the sugar beet fields. It would have to be a spring crop, which might be problematic for chicken feed, but we could always do sorghum. I'll check in just a second, but yep, there we go. Lovely. So you can see it's all dark blue. Olives are October, so yeah, we can't do it unfortunately tomorrow. But sugar beet, that is November as well, so that's fine. As for the grapes, we can do grapes tomorrow, just olives that we can't. So that's not going to be too much of a problem. But as for planting, yes, as you can see, no wheat and no barley. But we could do oats, but the problem with that is that's not chicken feed. We can do sorghum, so it might have to be sorghum in April. Quite a few things to decide, really, between now and the next episode. But that's it for today. Quite a bit of progress has been made there. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, see you again soon. Bye for now.